Asia-Pacific region is experiencing a complicated and overlooked challenge: rapid population aging.
As many of you know, aging is one of the main demographic shifts that are taking place globally, and this is happening faster in Asia than anywhere else in the world, including in countries that also have a large population of young people. Although a number of countries in this region now have policies and action plans in response to their aging populations, there is still a lack of political will and appropriate investments to ensure that older people can live with dignity and exercise their rights to income security and essential health and social services.
In September 2014, 2004 experts on aging from 29 countries met in Chiang Mai, Thailand. To discuss the problems and possibilities the demographic transition presents to this region, delegates asked themselves, are older people a burden or a resource? In September 2014, 2004 experts on aging from 29 countries. This conference suggests that it is important to change the way we view old age if societies are to continue to flourish in an aging world.
There will be burden that has to be minimized, yes? But there is a resource that has to be maximized, and we need to find ways of balancing the construction of those societies. This century has a different structure of population, has a different mindset, has a different nature of older people. So we have to think of the 21st century not with the tools of the 20th century. This is what this conference is about.
Investment in healthy aging is an important precondition to maximize the contributions of older people to their societies and to narrow the gap between life expectancy and healthy life expectancy.
Health policy and medical policy should not be isolated. This is a part of the related policies and create those that policy package to produce the society which can be an ideal.
Asia faces the double challenge of maintaining economic growth while simultaneously ensuring income security in old age. Contrary to common preconceptions, strong evidence shows that aging is actually opening up new possibilities.
I certainly know in our own work, one of the most common objections one has to increasing working life for older people is that if we do that, what are all the young people going to do? There'll be no jobs left for young people. But in fact, the studies that have been done on this in OECD and EU countries find that that is not true at all. In fact, the opposite is slightly true. So empirically what's been found in the OECD is in fact that this, what's called the lump of labour fallacy, is not true. This group of older people themselves are a source of consumption growth. So this is a huge, new and expanding market for producers of goods and services in the region. And this is a high consuming group, so it can help in other elements of macro policy also. The results there that I've got are from the Economist Intelligence Unit, and they found on balance the top bar was mainly an opportunity, that almost 40% of firms saw the aged population for their business as mainly an opportunity. So I think that's it's something we always look at the costs of the ageing population, but the economic and business opportunity that they offer is also enormous. And in this region, I think, unusually enormous.
Aging has its own share of these distortions, these misconceptions. But this is found very often even in respectable mainstream news media. So there is explicit exaggeration and implicit inadvertent exaggeration. Can we think of a different symbol that is universally recognizable and can replace this sign on older people or elderly people?
I come as a 90-year-old young to learn. That we are not liabilities, but we are assets. It's a new direction and new approach altogether.